That got me all emotional and all type of shit. I thought we was gonna bug out and chill. What happened?
All this is
We
about.
get real, bro.
Yo, I thought we came to kick it. What happened?
This is what people need to hear, though.
I love y'all, man. I hope y'all edit this shit now. You know what? I'm just happy to be here with y'all, man.
I'm happy you're here with us. I
love you, man.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hot Boxing. I'm Evan Britton.
And I'm Mike Tyson.
Mike, we got the champ in here,
Kid
brother.
Am.
Yeah.
Shannon the
What's up?
Cannon
Yeah.
Briggs.
Let's go, champ.
Kid Am.
Welcome, brother.
Kid
Thank you,
Am.
fellas. Thank you, fellas. Thank you, fellas, for having me, champ.
Oh, shit.
Wow, dude. Another Brooklyn champion,
Brownsville,
man.
Brownsville.
Brownsville
Never
champion.
So
will.
tell me, what was that like growing up in Brownsville? I know, but we need to hear
Oh, wow.
It was, you know,
perspective.
it was the 80s. It was the 70s, and then it was the 80s, and then it was like, you know, survival. You know, it was rough. Everybody
all
was
it was
poor.
about, survival,
You feel me?
right?
It was
Yeah.
poor. You know, everybody was poor, but it was like, you know, it was the haves and the have-nots. Some people had it. I was fortunate. My mom's was a working mom, and she, you know, tried to keep me fresh, and there was those who was trying to take the Pumas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, I used to go to Bessie Head Pool.
I had my sneakers taken from me.
I remember leaving my. It was at Atlantic Towers pool. They took my sneakers from the pool and shit. You know?
And that's so awesome. And you knew Fat Russell and stuff, huh?
Yeah, that was. I grew up with Russell. Actually, he used to babysit me when I was.
Yeah,
a kid.
really?
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah. Rusty.
I used to live on Atlantic between, what was it, Rockaway and Sutter? Was it? So I lived up there. I used to live right across the street from Atlantic Towers, and that's where I met Russell. My whole life, him and his sister, my whole life I knew him.
Yeah. I grew up with them. They used to babysit me as a kid. You know, Johnny May is his sister.
Yeah, I knew my whole life.
Yeah, their mom was a great woman. She did a lot for the building. You know what I
My
mean?
whole life I knew him.
Yeah. Good
Isn't that
dude.
why? My whole life I knew this guy, and now I know this guy. He knew that guy.
Yeah. Shout out to Rusty. Atlantic Towers in the
Russell,
house.
always a nice person.
Yeah, good dude. Fly Rusty used to be fly back in the day.
Russell, always a nice man.
Wow. Did you guys know each other growing up?
No, only during boxing. Never knew him going. I left already.
Then I came trying to, you know,
How old was you in '78?
sheesh. I was 9.
Yeah, he was just 9 when I really left. I was locked up. At '78, I got locked up, and I stayed in the system, and that's how
I
I
was
became
like
a boxer.
7.
Yeah.
7 or 8 or something like that, yeah.
Wow.
I was born in 71.
Wow, 71.
But you were a legend, so you was in the, you know, your name always rang bells when you came back to the hood. Everybody was like, you know, and then we was happy because we from Brownsville, so it was always like we the dirty part, you know what I mean? We like the dirty dudes of Brooklyn, so to have
If
somebody
anybody
like
know
Mike-
we're from Brownsville, but hey, you watch that guy. You be kept watch, else they'll beat the shit out of you and kick you out or something. They didn't want Brownsville guys around us.
Nah, they didn't want us around. So Mike being from Brownsville and being successful, it gave us a lot of hope. You know, it gave us a lot of hope because it was no hope until then you see Mike and you're like, wow, it could be something. You know what I mean? So,
But I was one of those guys always in the corner, had my crew always snatching chains, picking pockets, breaking in cribs. I was just one of those kids since I was 11 years old. That's who I was. I thought that's my destiny. I was going to die like the rest of my friends. That's all we knew is robbing people, sticking people up, robbing your mother's boyfriends and stuff like that. And this is all we knew, robbing people. All we knew, robbing. If they're not your friends, everybody else is a victim. You know what I mean? They're prey.
Facts. So you learn how to fight early.
Yeah.
You learn how to fight. That's one thing we did. I tell people we was too poor to afford guns, so you had to learn how to fight.
Wow.
Everybody boxed, you know, and plus play fighting was a big thing. You know, slap boxing, and so it's like everybody in Brownsville could fight. If you girls, everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody was fighting. You had to have a. Listen. This is what from my perspective. If somebody knew that you're prepared to kill them, you had all the respect in the world.
Facts.
Else you already had some bodies or something. Isn't that crazy? If you kill some people, you have respect.
Fear.
Yeah, everything was fear-based.
Fear-based.
Brownsville was fear-based. I was always afraid. That's why I brought my life to the ring. And everything, what everybody was afraid. The fucking audience were afraid.
Yeah.
You know, they were afraid. You know, I had that image, that era, that's just, it would rule my life. Fear ruled my life.
Yeah. You know, you know, a lot of people say, you know, when you come from the Ville, man, you suffer from PTSD.
Right.
That's just a fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you grow up from an early age knowing you go on a bus. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna try to take your bus pass. After school, some
Or your
kids gonna be working
sneakers.
your sneakers.
Or they
waiting
wanna
for you after
fuck
school.
you.
Facts. I tell that to my wife and she be bugging out. I be like, yo, you know, I grew up worried about getting raped and shit. You know what I mean? It was rapists. And remember the guardian angels had to come to the hood?
Yeah, no, that's...
Yeah, it was. You had to worry about getting fucked. Real talk. As a boy, getting raped, that was a big thing. Like, you know, had Dead Arm was out in the hood. It was room. You know, like it was legends that, you know what I mean. You know, of people that did shit like that. So it was always wild. So growing up like that, you don't take no shit. When you get, I carry it now. Like I have to be careful with my temper because, you know, sometimes I can snap because I live that. You know what I mean? I live it. It's hard to let that go. It's not even that I can let it go. It's who I am.
Right.
I was born in Brownsville, December 4th, 1971. And although I've been far removed from it, living in Florida, I still carry the you know, the feelings of don't fuck with me, or I'll have to show you. You know what I mean? Don't make me show you because I will. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I always, that's funny that you said that. I'm tripping that this guy said that because I don't want my kids to know who I really am. Isn't that something? All my life, my kids are grown, I have some grown, but I don't want them to know who I really am. You know, I don't want them to know.
But that's deep, like Mike said, though. If you grow up worried about going to take out the garbage or going to get the newspaper and you get raped, then you know, at an early age, that's something you learn. Be careful. So now as you grow older, you're like, okay, now when you go to jail, that's a whole nother part of Brownsville because it was like a rites of passage. You know, until you go to jail, you haven't, you know what I'm saying? You're not official. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not a real one.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean?
If you're in that life, if you're on the corner all the time snatching chains, picking pockets and stuff. And listen, when I first got locked up, I was 12 years old and I was so scared. And then, because when I first, it was late at night, so I went up there, so I went to my cell and they closed the door. And then it was daytime. I had to go to the fucking where you go when you have to eat. I had to go to breakfast, wherever all the inmates eat breakfast, right? So when I go to the chow hall, I go to the chow hall, I see all my fucking friends. I'm scared to death. I go to the childhood, I see all my fucking friends. Now I'm a fucking god. Nobody better fuck with me. And then, so I love being there. Every time I came back, I got locked up, I loved being in Spotsville. All my friends were there. You know, being in and every time I was locked up, then I went upstate. All my friends are there. Nobody's gonna touch me, nothing's gonna happen to me. And so that became my home, being an institution. I became institutionalized.
My pops died in prison. My step-pops raised me. He died in Marcy, upstate in Marcy. And it was like, I remember going to visit him. Pardon me. I remember going to visit him in Rikers. It was like 88.
And it's hell going to Rikers, getting on the bus.
Oh, that's crazy.
Getting to Rikers is hell.
It was crazy.
You know, getting to Rikers Island is hell.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And then I remember we was in the visitation room. It was crazy. And I was in Rikers Island, and I knew that it was going to be a place where I would eventually be because I knew people was there. You know what I'm saying? I was asking, who did he see? My pops was on some serious stuff like, yo, stop playing. This ain't a game. Like, Shannon, your mom's just telling me you doing this, you doing that, and, you know, you don't want to be here. And he was a big man, strong man, And he had tears run down his eye. He said, "You don't want to be here. This ain't what you think. This ain't, you know what I'm saying?" But at that point, my life had made a turn. You know what I mean? I had grew up, you know, although I lived in Brownsville, I lived up the hill. You know, Atlantic Towers was always nice.
Up the hill.
It was nice. And then we moved down the hill.
Yeah, I lived up the hill, and then shit got bad.
No.
You went down.
That's what happened to me. I went down to Marcus Garvey. Woo. You went down to Amboy. You went down to Amboy. Woo. I went down to Marcus Garvey. Right just down the street.
There, you don't know what's down that hill, nigga.
It's another level.
Woo!
It's another level.
Hell.
It's another level down there.
Listen, Ocean Hill, Brownsville is beautiful. When you going down that hill, whoa.
They get it popping up the hill, though. But down the hill,
the monsters, you know.
Another level. Woo. Yeah.
Woo.
Fact.
You can't even believe people like that exist.
Fuck.
You can't believe people like that exist.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I moved down the hill, you know what I mean, life was different. And then I was getting into like little shit, and then my pops, I went to see him. My mom was like, I got into a little trouble here and there. My mom took me to see him, and I never seen him cry, you know what I mean? And he cried. He was a big dude, big like you, dark skin. He was my stepdad. He raised me, and he had red eyes naturally. It was crazy. And he cried, and he said, "You don't want to be here, Shannon." And I felt like he was dissing me. I felt like he was saying I wasn't built, like I couldn't take it. I was like
too weak or something.
And I was rebellious, like fuck that. You're gonna see, I'm gonna make it. You know what I mean? Because I had heard all the stories. Get your knife, do it. And looking back, it shows my ignorance. It shows that I was in such a state of ignorance living in that hood. But all I knew was what I was going to eventually be, die in prison. All my friends was there. I asked about this person, that person.
Yeah, I know that story.
And to follow his footsteps. I mean, he went down the hill, I went down the hill. We got evicted from Atlantic Towers. We got evicted, me and my mom. And at that point, we lived all over Brooklyn. And I found Starry City, and I found Jimmy O'Farrell. And that was the change of my life. You know, getting into boxing was the whole, I was nothing without it. You know what I mean? It gave me a life. It gave me an opportunity to travel the world. And, you know, I eventually met Teddy Atlas, who he had grew up with and trained with. So it was ironic. Then I met Mike Marley, and he was my first, you know, manager. Guy found me. He was like, you know Mike Marley very well. Very well. It was crazy because Mike worked for Don.
Listen, I was watching, I'm going to blow your mind. I was watching something on YouTube, and then something came out. It was almost like a documentary about you, and it showed you with Mike Marley and how you had dreadlocks and you were so thin, and you were just youth. You were just a young guy.
Yes, brother. Let's go, champ.
How did you come to boxing, Shannon?
What made you want to be
how old
Mike,
were you?
In an odd way, you know, I grew up loving Muhammad Ali as a kid. You seen him on, you know, TV. My dad used to watch boxing, my stepdad. But then Mike blew up in 86, 87, was taking off, and HBO fights was, you know, and we had got evicted. Yeah, we had got evicted from the Towers. And I used to come back to the Towers, though, you know, to visit. And it was all I knew. I had lived there since birth, and I had moved down the hill, moved back, you know. So I used to go to a buddy's house named Ryan Lindsay, and his dad bought us some gloves. But aside from that, Mike was fighting all the time on TV, and I was like, yo, he from Brownsville.
I used to fight 3-4 times a year when I was champ.
And that was a lot. So it was like, if somebody from Brownsville could make it, you know what I mean, get boxing, whoever thought me, because I was the only child growing up. You know, I was picked on and shit, you know what I mean? I was light-skinned nigga that living in the hood. It was like, oh, we gonna get you. So, but I had to fight, and I think that was all good for me because I've always had to stand up for myself, not having no brothers, no sisters, being the only child, and then living in the streets. I had to be tough for myself, so. But Mike is very influential, man. So every time I see him, I be acting like a little kid because he knows that. I be bugging out, yo, Mike, you know. Last time I seen him with Craig Boogie in Vegas and shit. You know what I mean? I see him, remember that? I'd be happy to see him because the connection is like so many different things, you know what I mean? Rusty, who he, you know, grew up with and knew, who babysitted me as a kid, where my mom would be like, hey, Rusty, watch my baby, you know what I mean? just so many different things. Teddy Atlas. I fought my first fight July 24th, 1992 at the Tire Front Tuck in. What is it? Friar Tuck, yeah.
Upstate New York.
Upstate New York, wet Catskills. So it was so many different things. But of course, Mike was a different fighter than me. I was a boxer. You know what I mean? I was slick with the dreads. And but you know, just to be from Brooklyn and to be like Brownsville, I was like, I'm gonna one day meet him, champ. That was my goal. So, you know, I'm with you, champ. Let's go, champ.
Thank you so much.
Let's go, champ.
I used to know what it's like being from Brownsville, and being from Brownsville, you feel like nothing, but you're still proud. Isn't that weird? How did that happen?
I was telling my boy Fred Money
nothing,
that.
but you're still proud.
I was telling my boy Fred Money, I said, you know, he said, son, I said, you know, you understand, we from a village. It's Bed-Stuy, Bushwick, Canarsie, East Flatbush, you know what I'm saying? And then it's Brownsville. They used to call it, we the dirty people. We the dirty dudes, so we stick together, like, you know?
Yeah.
We different, you know what I mean? We just, you know, we different. They call us the villains, the brown villains.
Wow.
Villains.
Guys that hate each other kill each other on sight, but when they're out of town, they're together.
As we stick together,
Isn't that
Brownsville.
weird? But when soon as we're back in Brownsville, nigga, I'm gonna blow your brains out.
Facts.
Isn't that weird? But that's who we are.
Yeah, we Brownsville. But
Ain't
we
gonna let
stick
nobody
together.
kill you but me.
Facts.
Ain't that weird? No, serious.
That ass.
Serious.
Nobody
Ain't
gonna kill you, but
kill you
if
but me.
anybody touch you out of town, though,
Yo,
we gonna kill him.
Yeah.
We gonna kill him. You're not fucking with another Brownsville dude.
Yeah.
We stick together.
I'm gonna kill that motherfucker.
He mine.
Well, it's amazing how, you know, until you found boxing and then saw Mike and understood that he was from the same place you were, you didn't really see a way out, but Mike was like a roadmap to get out of there, to do something bigger.
I followed it. He went down the hill, I went down the hill. You know what I'm saying? Not by choice.
That's crazy.
He got with Teddy Atlas, I got with Teddy Atlas. You know what I'm saying? He knew Mike Marley, I knew Mike
I
Marley.
stayed in the hill. I stayed in that building until it was condemned. And then we stayed in there when it was condemned, and we had to leave because the people had to fix the building up for people can live in there now. So then we went to the fucking monsters, that fucking people with no souls. You know, Brownsville are like soulless people who are kind.
Yeah.
Soulless, kind people.
Yeah.
What does that sound like? That don't make no sense, but that's what it is.
Shannon, what did boxing mean to you as you got on your career and you started fighting from that first fight at Friar Tuck's in the Catskills? And, you know, I've heard Mike talk a lot about his boxing career, and he has a big perspective on, you know, the good and the bad.
Yeah.
And what did it mean to you to be following in those footsteps and carving your own path? You know?
It was happening so fast, to be honest with you, champ. You know, it was all happening fast.
When you think about it.
You know, it was just happening. It was just happening. I was literally I was homeless, and I used to sleep nights in Starry City Boxing Gym, thanks to Jimmy O. Sometimes he let me sleep at his house. Sometimes I sleep in the gym. I used to sleep on the train, the D train, the A train.
Wow.
You know, I used to sleep at friends' house, family members when I could. You know what I mean? But those times in my life, they were setting me up for my future. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I got into boxing, it happened so quick. I went from like, you know, I only had like 33 amateur fights, something like that. I was on the USA team. Next year is 92. You know, Mike Tyson's a superstar. I'm like, okay. And I meet Mike Marley. He was the best hype man, believer in me when I wasn't. You know, he was throwing me in there, and I was like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
So he was just happening so fast. And then I looked back and I said, damn, the money started coming in. I met Mark Roberts. Shout out to Mark Roberts. He did a lot for my career early. And then afterwards, it just started going crazy. I wasn't really prepared because I had really jumped out of like my New York situation to Jersey. And in Jersey, it was like, okay, this is who you are. This is what you're going to do. You're going to follow in the steps of Mike Tyson. So I started knocking dudes out. I had like, my first year, I had like 10 first-round knockouts, 11 first-round knockouts. So they were like the next Mike Tyson. He's from Brownsville. He's from, that's like Mike Tyson, blah, blah. So he's got the same trainer as Mike Tyson. So it was great marketing, you feel me? And in the gym, Teddy was working me. He had me doing a lot of sparring, and it was, you know, it was a lot to learn. You know what I mean?
First heavyweight championship in '97.
Yes, brother.
And then '98.
Yes, brother. No, I won it again in 2006, 2007. Yeah.
How did that feel?
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
Mike wasn't around. We could eat. It was good.
Yeah.
Mike wasn't around. Everybody else could eat. It was good. It was good times. But I had lost. I had lost to Darren Wilson on HBO. I got knocked out. Remember that?
Yeah.
Night of the heavyweights, and I was like 25-0. And after that, everybody walked away from me. Like the whole bottom fell out. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then I remember like trying to get my shit back together, and I wanted, you know, George Foreman picking me out of like a slew of fighters. Like, yo, let me get this guy. It'd be an easy win after a couple wins. You know, you needed a quick fight. And, you know, I wound up getting the decision against him, and it was like, damn. But all during that time, man, I was in a bad place. My mom's was still on drugs. She wound up having a heart attack on my birthday. Well, actually, drug overdose on my birthday, December 4th. I was in a bad place, so eventually it caught up to me, you know what I mean? But I think I made out okay, considering that where I was at and where I'm at now in life. I got 3 beautiful kids, a beautiful wife, you know what I mean? Shout out to my wife, Alana, and my 3 beautiful children. But, you know, it's been a roller coaster, to be honest with you.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but what you just said, I said it this morning. I think I'm going to say it for the rest of my life, you know, to my wife and say, baby, I'm really grateful to be in your life, and you allow me to be in your life, because how did this happen? You know, I said to myself, how did I get here? Who is Mike Tyson? How did I create this monster or this whatever it was? Something that people love. I don't know, a fan, icon, whatever. How's that happen? Who is that guy? You know, that can inspire people. You know, they don't know. Sometimes this guy leaves his mind. He thinks about killing himself. This guy's insane sometimes, but still he can influence people and he inspires people.
Chill, champ. Chill.
You know?
Give me the lighter, champ. Bugging.
Chill, that's just what people do. That's
I feel you.
That's what we do here.
Facts. I feel you.
That's what we do.
You know, that's why I wanted to come kick it with you. I wanted to look you in the face.
We're real here.
Yeah. I wanted to look you in the face because because I go through it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And as a man, my wife is pardon me. You know what I mean? Like I tell my wife, I'm open, candid about it. You know what I mean? Like I've suffered from depression, and thanks to cannabis, I changed my life. I was 403 pounds. You know.
Wow.
I was suicidal for 3-4 years. You know, and then a friend of mine was like, "Yo, champ, you're a good dude. You got a good heart, but that alcohol, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm 8 years clean of alcohol, but I've been smoking cannabis, and it's changed my life, man. Shout out to you and what you're doing. And
Thank
you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, you a pioneer, and you're a great man in so many ways, because I've been fortunate to be saved by the plant. You feel me?
Yes, I understand.
And I've turned other fighters. You know, I'm not gonna blow nobody up, but I've turned other fighters on to the plant, and they say, "Damn, champ, thank you." You know what I mean? I appreciate it, because I lost 168 pounds smoking cannabis.
Yeah.
I got back in shape. I won 10 fights straight before. You know what I mean? Taking a hiatus. So I'm back now. Champ, I'm in the gym. I go to the gym now. Real talk. I go to the gym, and I'm 48 years old. I go to the gym and I sparty. I don't want to blow nobody up, because you know what I mean. I don't want to. I ain't gonna put nobody out there, because you know what I mean. I'm a nice guy, but if somebody get under my skin, I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna tell you who you is. I'm gonna come back and tell you. But I be working with these dudes, the young boys, right? Getting ready for their big fights, and I be beating their ass.
Yeah.
I'm an old dude. Look at me, champ. I be beating their ass. And I be saying to myself, like, I feel like, George Foreman, like, you know what I mean? I be like, yo, Shannon, come back, get money. You know what I'm saying? But then I be like, chill, champ, chill.
No, man. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. I know. I'll be like, chill, champ.
Where did that, so talk about that, because you started that.
Yes, brother.
And I think it was, through your dealings with depression and, suicidal thoughts. I dealt with that my whole life as well, man. And so you created this positive affirmations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fucked up.
Well, we all are, aren't we? At some point.
Even sometimes when And sometimes I think I'm high and mighty sometimes. You know, I get that feeling sometimes I think I'm better than sometimes. And then my conscience goes, oh, you filthy gutter nigga. How dare you treat somebody like that?
You stupid. You say you filthy gutter nigga.
No.
You dirty.
No,
Chill,
no,
Chap.
that's who we are. That's where we came from, right?
I know, Chap. I'll be like, yo, I'm a piece of shit. I be saying that to myself, man. It wasn't for my wife, Alana, man.
No,
like,
no, it's being from there. That's that stuff. What did you call, like, if you've been through the war, you got
PTSD.
Yeah, that's being.
I know I got it. That's why I be telling people, don't play with me.
How much money I got? How famous I
Yeah.
get? Being from Brownsville, how dare you, piece of lousy gutter shit, treat that person like that?
That's why I be telling people, don't play with me, champ. I ain't in the right
Yeah.
place. I be
No,
like,
but,
you're in the right
but
place,
listen,
champ.
but listen, let me say, being from that keeps you in check too. Being from Brownsville checks you.
Facts.
You're the bottom of the people. You're the bottom of humanity in New York, and when you're from Brownsville. And
It's everybody
how
else,
famous you get,
and
or how
then
much
we at the
money you
bottom.
get, Brownsville keeps you. Just being from there checks you.
Because when we come around, they be whispering, he from Brownsville.
Yeah, he's violent. I went known for violence and robbery and all that stuff, and thieves and criminal activity and
And we
violence.
could fight, though. Mike, like, real talk, like, Mike fight.
Everybody has to know how to
You
fight.
could fight, because everybody ain't got no guns. You could fight in Brownsville. You be on Picking Avenue, you should see fights in the 80s.
See, now everybody has guns.
Now everybody got guns. I think the skills is dropping
Yeah.
a little bit in Brownsville. Hey, yo, shout out to Brownsville. Yo,
All
come
day,
on.
Brownsville,
Real
all
talk.
day.
Shout out to Brownsville. Get y'all. But you know what, champ? And that's another thing I talked to Hasim about. We gonna open up a Brownsville, the Brownsville Boxing Academy. We got 3 former heavyweight champions from the same neighborhood. Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, and Shannon Briggs. This is never
guys should
before.
do it.
Come on, we gonna do it. The
You
Brownsville
gotta do it.
Boxing Academy.
No, this is. I'm gonna tell you, me and Riddick Bowe went to school.
I know, he lived over too. My grandmother lived in Noble Drew. He lived upstairs from us. Do you understand the connection?
Went to
He
school
lived upstairs from me. He lived around the corner from me. When he moved down to Amboy, I moved down to Marcus Garvey. You feel what I'm saying? You got to understand, this ain't no
That's
this-
walking distance. Amboy and Marcus Garvey.
Come on.
Listen, because if you live in Amboy, know what separates Marcus Garvey and Amboy? A big park.
Yup.
That
Bessie
big
Head.
park, yeah,
Bessie
Bessie
Head.
Head. That big
One street
park.
over, Hopkins, and they changed it to
Hopkins, yeah.
Thomas Boylan now. I seen you in the park back in the
Yeah.
days. Yeah. You came into the park, everybody was shook. I was too. But I was like, nah. But I had to see you.
You know,
I look at you.
What was he doing?
And
He
my
was just
Training?
he was just he was just coming through.
Just chilling?
Yeah, he had on like a nylon or something. He was looking fresh. I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Just paying
listen,
respect.
like I said, no, I just didn't know what to do. That's all I knew. I knew I had to come back to the hook, and I didn't know anything else. You know, I was up there living a life and stuff, but my heart, my soul was there. I had to go there.
Yeah.
You know?
You the champ.
I had to go
You
there,
the champ.
and I had to let those people know, look at me now.
You know why I say he the champ? Because I be saying to myself, like, I don't know if I could have survived the shit Mike went through. I'm gonna keep it funky, like, and he keep me alive too, because when I look at my life and I look at my life, I be like, chill out. You know what I mean? I be like, chill out. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson had it worse, bro. You know what I mean? Because if I had $100 million when I was 20 years old, I'd been dead. You feel me? If I had $100 million at 30, I'd have been
No,
dead.
listen, I was dead. I came back.
Well, no, my body would have been disintegrated like Thanos got me or some shit. You feel? I would have been finished. I mean, finito.
No, listen, right? You're
I would
stronger
have been
than what you
finished.
believe.
Nah, son, I ain't built like that.
No, you
With the
think-
money,
no, you
when I
think-
was young with money, I was. And God, you know, I never tried cocaine. I never tried heroin. You know what I'm saying? I was always afraid. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that I think kept me. You know what I mean? I used to drink like a sailor though. From 13. It started with 40s, you know, 40s and shit. Now and then you gotta understand, I got asthma. You know what I mean? So I never smoked. I stayed away from cannabis until I was 40 years old. I'm 48. I didn't start smoking until I was 40.
How do you feel the cannabis affects your asthma? Does it?
Champ, I haven't had an asthma attack since the day I started smoking.
Yeah, it helps.
It's a
It's
super
helped it.
drug. Marijuana is a
I haven't had an asthma attack. I haven't picked up a prednisone. I haven't picked up any type of steroids for asthma,
Imagine if you
inhalers.
did the toe or something.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the kind of guy. I did the
Interesting.
toe. I was a sex addict, a
Right.
drug addict, and stuff. I did the toe. I stopped. I stopped fucking people. It's 2 years too now. I stopped doing cocaine. I stopped fucking drugs. I stopped. Ooh, this shit's cold. It's
What did you
cold.
do? What is
I
it?
did
What's
the
the toe?
toe. Oh, nigga, it's me. Give me God, nigga.
What is it?
It's DMT.
How you take it?
Ooh,
Smoke
you
it?
Smoke it.
Nah, I'm chilling. I'm only smoking weed. I'm scared, champ. I'm
that's,
shook.
No, we all are. We all were scared. That's what it does. It takes away your fear.
Word.
Word born. Takes away your fear, brother. You can't wait to die.
I'm always afraid. You know, remember back in the days when you used to know a dude, and then like he used to like smoke something or something happened, then you see him, he'd be crazy.
Yeah.
And remember that he never come back.
Yeah, that's when they acid. That's when they did acid.
That's what that was, right? Remember in the hood back in the days?
back in the day.
Yeah. Remember Curtis with the stilts? I don't know if that happened to him. He was a good dude. I loved him.
I don't
though.
remember.
Remember Curtis? He was a good dude. I loved Curtis. I don't wonder where Curtis at. He used to sell the trees downtown,
I
Brooklyn.
don't remember.
Yeah. Remember Arnold in the wheelchair? You don't remember Arnold in the wheelchair?
No, I remember Cripple Mike and those guys from Brownsville. See, these guys are probably dead by the time you came on the scene.
Facts.
You're such a young boy. You think you're old and stuff. You think you've been around. You're just a
I
baby.
really feel old, champ. I
No,
ain't gonna lie.
listen, you frame
I
of
feel like an
mind.
old man.
Hey, listen, check this out.
But when I box, champ, they can't fuck with me.
This what?
Because my mind is still in Brownsville.
Do you think that's the reason?
Yeah. I can't, it's PTSD. I ain't take the toll. The toll might chill me out too much. You feel me?
I don't even know if it might chill you out. It might make you worse. It might get you more conscious. It might give you more knowledge. And then you're freaking out of everything because you know a lot now. Maybe it's better you don't do the toll. Yeah.
Thanks, champ. Thanks, champ.
Yeah.
Thanks, champ.
It gives you so much perspective.
Yeah.
You have to grow up real quick. You know.
I seen Riddick the other day.
How's he doing, man?
Doing good, going good, you know. It's my brother, he holding on. We all holding on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, life prepares us for death.
You know what I mean? We gonna do something for the hood, champ, because we got 3 heavyweight champions that came from a neighborhood that's not even 2 miles big, and you got 3 heavyweight champions that never before been done in the history of the world. I came in with this idea, this concept 10, 15 years ago, and I believe to this day that over $500 million have been generated from boxing, just from Brownsville alone. No, if not $1 billion, then you got Danny Jacobs, Curtis Stevens, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. You feel me? Zab Judah. So many great fighters from Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? Imagine this. It's like going looking for racehorses. You go, I'm gonna go to this country or whatever, or jockeys. You want a fighter? You want a heavyweight champion? You better go to Brownsville, champ.
Yeah.
Let's go, champ.
Yeah.
You see the vision, brother.
Oh, yeah.
You see the vision.
You got to do that.
Brownsville's the kind of place that there's a lot of great athletes, a lot of great fighters. They just can't beat the streets.
Facts. That's what we gonna help them.
And
Yeah.
this is what I've come to the streets are undefeated. You know, if you want to start a life or do anything in the streets, you're gonna lose because the
Right.
streets are undefeated.
There's no hope,
I
champ.
don't know anybody that ever beat the streets. Unless they stopped.
Yo,
Right.
shout out to
Right.
Killer Cav and OG Nuke. They said, tell you.
Yeah, give them my love too,
Yes.
please.
OG Nuke, he love you, man. Killer Cav love you. You know what I mean? Nuke home, you know that.
Yes, Big Nuke.
Nuke home.
Man, listen, man.
Stink home too. From Stink
Where?
is home. Shout out to Stink. He home.
Did you know Fame and those guys?
Yeah, I seen Fame the other day. I seen Fame. I went to school with his brother. Malik was in my class. He used to sit next to me, and we used to get in trouble all the time. Shout out to to MOP. I talked to Billy Dans. Shout out to Billy, man. Shout out
You
to
know Supreme Magnetic?
I know
Back
of them.
in the day?
Yes.
Oh, man,
Supreme. Yeah. I used to look up to the gods. You know what I'm saying? All of them.
Yeah. Listen, let me
They did a lot for me. I'm gonna keep it real.
Listen,
They did a lot
I
for
grew
me.
up in Flatbush, not Flatbush. I grew up in because we got evicted, so we stayed in where's this place? Fort Greene. And being there, I met all those guys. I met back then we were all going. I was in 101 North Portland. We were staying with somebody, and back in the day, we all went right in that little complex. It was a daycare center, and all those guys, I met them in the day before we started selling drugs or going to sports or doing all that stuff. We just all was in that little school together. We were like probably 6 years old. We were little kids.
Wow. Yeah, Fort Greene, real dudes.
When was the last time?
Listen, peep games. Me, Spike. Listen, I'm Cumberland Hospital. Michael Jordan was born in Cumberland.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy, Spike Lee, me. You know.
My dad lives right across the park from there.
Yeah, Washington Park, that big park.
Yeah.
That's where my wife is from.
Fort Greene.
She from that area, Clinton Hills. Yeah, that's where she from.
I'm from Brooklyn too.
Oh, word? What part?
Yeah, Park Slope.
Say word.
Yeah.
Let's go, champ.
Yeah, man.
I know that. What school you went to?
I went to PS 107.
Get out of here, for real.
We were always being evicted. We had no place to go. We were homeless, so we stayed in. So I know these guys that became vicious, mean drug dealers. I used to be in preschool with them and stuff.
No, it's crazy. When was the last time you guys went back to Brownsville?
Listen, I was in Brownsville not too long ago. This year.
This year?
No.
Last year?
Last year, but it was this year, like a month ago. You know, it's like a month ago.
3 months, 4 months.
A month ago. I always, listen, something's weird about Brownsville. I always have to go there because it's like I've lost something or something's missing or something's wrong. Why am I here, nigga?
Thing.
Why the fuck am I here? I could be on the south of France. I mean, why am I here with these niggas, man? It's because
You gotta go home and get a recharge.
Yeah, know what else is because I'm one of them.
Facts.
All my life I'm trying to get away from these niggas.
I love you,
I
champ.
can't figure why I keep coming back.
Yep. Yep.
I should be in the south of France. I should be with a bunch of because I'm one of these niggas. That's what I found out. Is because I'm one of these niggas.
You the
That's
best,
why I'm
champ.
here.
like a little kid. You the best, champ.
No, but serious. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
You gotta go home to recharge.
No, but no, it's deeper than that. I feel like I'm saying, why am I with these niggas? I hate these niggas, but then again, I'm one of these niggas. That's why I'm here all the time. I be saying, why am I around these motherfuckers? I can't trust them. They're dangerous.
Yes. I was just home, and I called Nuke. Nuke hit me, and he was like, "Yo, come to the barber shop." And then the next day, my little bro Karim was like, "Come home, champ." And that was it. You know what I mean? Because it's the veil. Like you gotta go home to reset, to recharge, to realize it's what's keeping me alive. It's what kept me alive for a long time because. You don't really want to go back.
You didn't know Hatchet and them, though, right? Yeah, they're before your time. You didn't know them niggas.
You really don't want to. You go back to see why you do what you do, so you don't end up back. You feel me?
I think, because I go and see my boys, Tut and all them. I think I got 4 and 5 life sentences in 99 years. It's just,
Shout out to Tut.
But I just got to go there. I just got to see these niggas, you know, because I remember them when I was 10 and 11 and 12 and stuff. They're all part of my life. And listen, this lady, Joan Rivers, right? And they were doing a documentary on Joan Rivers. And it was her agent, one of these guys that she knew forever, right? And he was a junkie. Something was wrong, so he didn't come around. Something must have something happened, but he was an addict. And everybody else was happy that he was going because he was an addict. He just was trouble. But it bothered her because you don't have the person that you remember when. Remember that? Yo, man, you remember when such and such was alive? Remember when they killed that? Remember that happened over there when they shoot? Don't have that person no more. Yeah. There's nobody around say, hey, yo, remember when? I keep a guy, my guy Bubs, I keep him with me. He's from Brownsville, I grew up with him. But I keep him with me and stuff because I need somebody to say, yo, man, remember when? No, I don't know. That's true.
Yeah, facts.
When you don't have somebody like that around you, you're lost. Who are you? Think about it. That's why I always keep somebody fucking, yo, remember such and such did that, remember this and that. Something that happened in the 70s. And she was really hurt because now we don't have nobody. Yo, remember then? When you don't have somebody like that around, where are you at?
70s was rough, champ. The blackout.
Oh, 77. I was beautiful. I was robbing stores. We couldn't wait.
The Key Food. They broke into Key Food.
I was in Hopkinton Park, across the street from it's This man, it's on Hopkinson. I was in that park right from Marcus Garvey, you know, that big park. Bessie Head. No, it was before Bessie Head. You know that park?
Bristol Street Park.
Bristol Street, yeah, on Bristol Street. I was in Bristol Street hanging out.
I used to live right across the street, right there.
I'm smoking weed, right? And the lights went on, and everybody else said, fuck that shit, we going to rob. I didn't understand that. Everybody was happy, and I was 11 years old, and so I went robbing places, too.
Wow. I remember that shit.
Everybody was happy that
I was on the stoop in Marcus Garvey.
77, I was
living in
11
the
years
Garvey
old.
there. I was on the stoop, Bristol Street Park. My neighbor, his name was Chili Wop. He lived downstairs. His name was Chili Wop.
Robbing stores, breaking in stores, robbing stores.
Nuts.
Woo, man, God, my life. What the fuck? I was 11 years old then.
Wow.
And I knew that we was time to rob. I thought my whole life was criminal. I was born a criminal. My whole life was criminal. Everything was.
We just in that neighborhood. You feel me?
No, listen.
If you was born in Beverly Hills, you probably been a different person, champ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I love the person that I am now.
Right. But you probably been. It's all about environment. You feel me? The environment we was in was, you know, it was rough.
It's all about survival.
Survival. You know what I mean? It's survival.
You watching people getting killed. You watching your friends get killed. You watching your friends kill people. You watching your friends kill your other friends. Woo! Wow, isn't that something? Isn't that something? You watching your friend kill another friend of yours. You know what that's like, huh?
All too well.
Woo!
All too well.
So you getting hit with some Brownsville guys, man. We don't know too much happy stuff, do we? Shit. Somebody getting shot that you don't like is cool. You know, it's just weird, our lifestyle, the way that we think.
But we survived, and that's the good news, champ. Come on, touch it.
No, all day.
Let's go, champ. We survived. That's the good news.
And
that's what Let's Go, champ is about. You feel me?
I don't know anybody stronger than people from Brownsville. I have so much respect for them.
Yeah, me too.
So much respect for them.
Me too, facts.
I don't ever think I'm better than them because I may be more successful or made me more money than them. I know I'm not tougher than them. I know that. Trust me. I know I survived just by the grace of God. I know I'm not tougher than those people. I'm not tougher than my father and my mother. I was saved. By the grace of God, somebody grabbed me out of there.
You guys should build a facility there, man.
We are. I'm already looking at a spot on Pickens Avenue. You know what I mean? Looking at a spot right now, and I talked to his brother-in-law about it. We grinding. Scott, my manager, my brother, my manager, Scott Hirsch. He's behind the project. He's he's the quarterback.
That happened before we died.
Yeah, now. We doing it right now. It's gonna be the Brownsville Boxing Academy. They're gonna come in and see Mike Tyson on the wall. Riddick Bowe, Shannon, Briggs, all our greats, and they're gonna be inspired. And guess what we're gonna do? It ain't just boxing. You might want to be a referee. You might want to be a timekeeper, a judge, a manager, a promoter. We're going to give classes and seminars because we have generated if not over $1 billion from this small neighborhood into the boxing industry. Guess what? Something's in the water in Brownsville. Yeah. Something's in the water. We can fight. We not playing. Let us make money.
We could do more than fight.
Yeah, we could do it. We could shoot basketball. We scientists. We could build rockets. We workers. We know how to work. We know how to get it because we hungry.
Yeah.
We hungry people. You feel me?
Yeah.
And they always diss us last, put us last. We the Brownsville people. We dirty. So guess what? That keep us hungry. We always make it.
You know what's so interesting about Brownsville? A place that has such a bad reputation that people are so proud to be from there. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It makes sense.
Never ran, never will.
Yeah.
But like Mike said it best, we'll kill each other. But if you out of town and you from Brownsville and somebody say something out of character to you, we on you like wolves. We together.
Isn't that crazy? But when I get home, I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out. Isn't that weird? How do we like that?
Chill.
Why do we like that?
Nah, chill. When we get back, we gonna fight a head up. When we get back, we gonna fight.
He's lying.
Nah, word up. We get back to the hood. It's gonna be a fight. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, another level is killing, but when we get back to the hood, I'm definitely we gonna shoot a fair when we get back to the hood. But When you out of town and somebody from Brownsville, you know what I mean? We're gonna ride on you together. Cause but we good people like myself. We the most loving people in the world. Look at Mike Tyson, man. Come on, man.
I know.
Come on. You ever talk to Riddick Bowe?
Hey, but listen, people,
great guy, man.
Yeah.
Great, phenomenal guy.
Listen, I don't know about Riddick.
That's Shannon Briggs, though. I don't know about that.
Yourself, but look to what did I have to go through to be who I am? You know, you think about that as a person. What a person has to go through to be who they are, or what they appear to be.
Yeah. A lot.
I think boxing, too, like the punches we took to the head, you know what I'm saying, accompanied with the survival that we had to have, you know what I mean? You know, the damage. You know, they say CT and all that, whatever.
CT, yeah.
But I think that accompanied with, you know, the life, the upbringing, it takes a toll. You know, guys like me and Mike who had it rough, you know what I mean? And it mean nothing, and I don't compare it, but someone else would look at it like, you know, and say, damn, you know what I mean? But I'm still fighting, you feel me? I suffer from depression to this day, but I'm blessed to have a phenomenal wife, man, you know, who, like Mike, you know, I hear him often speak about his wife and how she's a savior. I'm in the same position, champ.
Yeah.
My wife, if it wasn't for Alana, I wouldn't be alive.
This is what I understand. That's interesting that you said that.
I wouldn't be alive.
That's interesting. You know what I found out about myself, because I'm always studying myself. I found out that I'm married because I've been married 3 times since something, and I'm now, 54, 53, whatever. And I get married because, not because I need to, because I can't live with myself. You know?
What that mean?
That means I can't live with, like PSD, whatever you said.
PTSD.
I can't live with my thoughts.
Chill, champ.
No, that's real talk, nigga. This show's not about chilling.
No, I feel you. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying chill, champ, because you fucking with me. It hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
you
yeah.
feel me?
Yeah, nigga.
It's, you know what I mean? Like, that's why my wife is what's holding me down, because, like, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking nut. You know what I mean? Well, I'm a good guy. I mean, everybody who knows me knows I'm harmless in a sense, whereas I'm not a troublemaker. I'm never gonna, you know.
Yeah.
I like to have fun. I'm a jokester, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even in my boxing, you can see my trolling with Klitschko and all the fighters. I love to have fun, and I'm entertaining in that sense. But I also suffer from people.
Low self-esteem.
Facts, you know, and all that. And then my wife has been the person who has stuck by me when no one else has. I've had I don't know, no family, you feel me? In a sense, I have relatives, I have family, but I'm not, no mom, no dad, no brothers and sisters. My wife is my life, my kids, you feel me? So she's been the person that stuck by me when nobody else. So I've done some fucked up shit, you feel me? But she still was like, yo, she rode with me when no bread, broke.
Yeah.
You know, getting back in the ring when everybody doubted me, winning the title the first time, the second time, coming back now, fighting still at 48 years old. And I go to the gym and she see me beat shit out of people and she like, damn, my boy. But she used to it. So it's not like a big thing, but she like, you know, she's supportive of me. So at 48, I think I'm going to come back and hurt a couple people, champ.
Hey, let me tell
I'm
you.
going to hurt a couple people.
Let me tell you something about me and my wife's relationship, okay? How do I express this? Know why I love my wife so much, I believe, because without my wife, when I don't have my wife in my life, I am, what am I? I have a big fucking hole like it can never be filled. Give it all, sex, drugs, liquor, keep it coming. Come on, motherfucker, give it to me. And
I'm the same way.
my wife fills that hole. You know, he fills that hole. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, that's what my wife does. She fills that hole. Because without my wife, I
think we fear abandonment, you know what I mean? Being alone. That's the biggest thing for me. Like, being alone was the hardest thing for me because, like, money came, you know what I mean? Not to his level, but money came. I was always making money out the ring. You feel? I was always fortunate to be articulate enough to get into business deals and, you know, make things move and shake, you know what I mean? Wall Street, different things. And,
but, you know, we're afraid of being alone, but still we're around 1,000 people. We're still alone.
Facts. I cut everybody off. Well, the good news was, first I went broke. The good news. But then I started making bread, but not enough to afford an entourage anymore.
Yeah.
So I got older, I had 3 kids. I started focusing more on feeding them and stopped taking my boys on the road and having fun and all that shit. You know what I mean? So when I did that, I got more focused on that. All my money is tied up with taking care of, wife and kids. I don't have money for shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
That's me too. I don't have money. I don't care about money.
Yeah.
I know my wife. I know my wife knows she takes care of the kids.
That's right.
I don't care if I don't exist and it's nothing anymore. I just want to see them just blossom.
Yeah.
We gotta deal with the life on life. It's life on life shit. They gotta deal with that. They gotta deal with love and all that crazy stuff. But I used to like to see them have a healthy life.
Yeah, I feel like I thought to myself, I was like, the only thing I want to do with all the shit I've already done is make my wife happy so that she can look back. You know what I mean? If I was to die tomorrow,
How do you make people happy? I never understood that.
Well, I think for me, it's from my background, from where I'm from, it's leaving her well off, financially well off, so that she doesn't have to worry. Because that was my biggest fear for my wife and my daughters and my kids to have to rely on a man, rely on someone else. You feel me? So I want to be able to leave them in position so they don't ever have to depend or rely on a man, because no one's gonna love them. Who knows? I'm not to say that, but in fear.
Listen.
I'm in fear that someone won't love them as much and not
It's
take
interesting
advantage
that
of
you
them.
say that, but check this out.
Shoot, champ.
Who are you?
I'm daddy for now.
No, you're daddy, but who are you? What can you do? What can you stop? What kind of control do you believe you have?
None, champ, except financially being responsible like I wasn't in the past. I wasn't responsible because I was irresponsible, because I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I gotta enjoy myself now because I had a hole like you speak of that was so deep. Women, cars, everything. Nothing to the extent of you, but to my level,
No,
I
yes,
was
it was.
balling.
Yes,
You
it
feel me?
was.
To my level, I was balling.
It's all what you believe. Life
Right.
is about belief.
And I was enjoying the moment, but I had this guilt and like, damn, man, you got a good girl, champ. You bugging. You know what I mean? And then I was like, but fuck that. You know what I mean? So it was always the tug of war with the war within myself. Like, I was fortunate to meet my wife very young. We've been together 26 years on and off. You know what I mean? She stuck by my side.
Awesome.
Throughout, I mean, I fought Vitaly Klitschko in 2010, and in the first round, my left tendon popped and my joint popped in the first round, and I took a brutal beating for 12 rounds. You know what I mean? Motherfucker was cracking me, but I ain't quit. And I was in the hospital. They thought I was dead, and I was in a coma. And my wife was right there the whole time. You feel me? And then I came out of that shit, and I was like, I'm gonna be all right. Everybody again stepped on me, bounced on me. I didn't even get paid
Hey,
for the
listen,
fight.
no, this one I want to say too about Brownsville people, right?
I didn't get paid for the fight either. Let's go, Jack.
Like he said, he took a lot of punishment and stuff. Why do we have a problem? We have it's something about Brownsville. We have we're megalomaniacs.
What that mean?
That's what we are.
What that mean, Jack?
We believe that we're God, but we have a low self-esteem. Isn't that something? How could that be? How does that work out? How does that, And then after I studied all that, those are the most successful people. Why is that? How could somebody be so successful when they have such a low self-esteem?
Because they're driven to achieve more.
Yeah, that's something it's just amazing. I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
It's just, how does that work though? That doesn't make sense to somebody. It just wouldn't make sense to a scholar.
Well,
It wouldn't make sense to a scholar.
Yeah. But if you understand and you study the function and the experience of the soul, like for me, I've boiled a lot of my shit down to I'm never enough for myself. No matter what I do, how much I accomplish, how much I achieve, how much success I have, how many people love me, I'm never enough for myself.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, brother. Chill out. Chill out, champ. Chill.
And once I hit that, I was like, wow. And it doesn't matter, because the more I do to be enough, the more it validates that I have to keep doing shit to make myself feel like I'm enough.
Damn, brother.
And it's like, why can't I just be enough?
Damn, brother. Sheesh. What is it, man? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with us, champ?
Exactly, man.
Let's go. Now, you know what it is, man? We survivors, champ. Fuck all that bullshit, champ. We can't be fucking throwing a pity party.
Exactly.
Fuck that. Who gives a
Exactly.
fuck? Let's go, champ.
Let's
That's
go.
why I created that shit. You know
love
why?
that.
Because I was down on myself.
Yeah.
I was 403 pounds. I was taking Xanax,
All kinds of shit.
Depakote, Seroquel, Paxil, all type of shit. I was fat. Couldn't even see my dick. I looked down. I was so fat for two and a half years. And then I was like, yo, I want to off myself. And then one day my homie came to me. His name was Jerome. We call him Bahamas. He said, "Champ, you need to try this." And I was like, "Chill, champ. I ain't with that." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "That ain't for me. I got asthma." He was like, "Champ, I'm telling you." And then one day, champ, he left it at my crib, and I went and I picked it up, and I was by my pool. I had dreads. For like 27 years.
Wow, bro.
And I don't know what it was. I was in thought, and I took it and I sparked the champ, and I hit it, and I started crying, bro.
Wow.
I started crying, bro. I started crying, and then I flashed, and I seen my whole life, and then I seen myself cut up in shape, walking, like being around the world and people loving me. And I was like, and I went in the crib, and I sat down. I went in the house, I sat on the couch, and I dozed off sitting up. I never do that. I woke up in the morning, and I just walked in my bathroom, champ, and I just cut my hair off without thought. And then I went out by my pool, and it was a half of the joint left. And I smoked the rest of it, and I called my boy Jerome. And I said, "What the fuck was that you brought to my crib?" He was like, "Yo, champ, I apologize," because he used to cook. And I was like, "No, bring some more." And then he brought some trees to my crib, and I started smoking. And the same day, I cut my hair. I poured the pills in the toilet. I stopped drinking alcohol. It's been 8 years, champ. You feel me? Smoking trees. And then I started saying, "Let's go, champ," because I realized nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
And I was by myself. And I ain't believe in myself. I hated myself. I was fat. I was depressed. But guess what? The entourage was gone. But I said, I'm going to be my own fucking entourage. I'm going to be my own cheerleader. So I started saying, "Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ." You feel me?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck everybody. I'm going to get on my feet. You feel me? And that's what I
yeah,
did.
dude.
And that's why I went and trademarked that shit. Because I said, it's going to be my own cheerleader. I'm going to be my own cheerleader.
Yes.
I'm going to inspire myself. And then it caught on. Because I started typing myself up. Every time I say, "Let's go, champ," I hear myself saying, "Yeah." My meter start going up.
Yeah.
I start getting activated, champ. Yeah. I start getting activated. And that's why I say, nobody give a fuck what happened to us. Whether we was raped, whether we was beat up, we was left alone, all that shit happened to me. My mom's left me in a car when I was a little kid. She fell asleep shooting heroin, and I was almost dead. I could have frostbit, you know what I'm saying? But nobody give a fuck. It's my life. You feel me? I could write a book, but so what? You feel me? I got to keep moving on, feed my kids. If I don't feed them, nobody else is. If the next man step into my wife's life, he might take advantage. Oh, this Shannon Briggs' wife or ex-girl, let me do this. His kids. Nah, I got to do what I can now while I'm alive to leave them a nest egg where they can be secure.
Yeah.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go,
Let's
champ.
go, champ.
Let's go,
Let's go,
baby.
champ.
Love you.
You hear me?
I got
love y'all.
chills.
But y'all fucking me up, got me and all. I didn't mean, we might have to edit this shit. Y'all got me cursing.
Nah, you
I'm
can't.
for the kids, champ. Chill, champ. I'm for the kids, champ. Chill.
You think the kids are never gonna hear that?
Nah, but you know what I'm saying? Chill, champ. Y'all got me all emotional and all type of shit. I thought we was gonna bug out and chill. What happened?
No, this is about all. This is
We get
about.
real, bro.
Yo, I thought we came to kick it. What happened?
We're kicking it, dog.
Sheesh. They're bringing the champ up here on all this, bro.
This is what people need to hear, though.
I love
man.
y'all, man. I hope y'all edit this shit now. If you know what?
No,
nah,
listen.
it's for the people, man. Give me my lighter, champ. Try to
what?
get me my lighter. Look at you. You know, motherfucker, get your lighter, though.
No, peep game. I want to tell you this. You gotta be who you are. You can't be something for someone else.
Facts.
You
Yeah.
gotta be who you are.
Yeah.
Facts. I'm just happy to be here with y'all, man. It's
I'm happy
crazy.
you're here with us. I
Love you, man.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, brother.
So
You know,
awesome.
when I see you keep, no, this isn't you. When I see you keep succeeding and you go, I'm proud to be from Brownsville too, 'cause I know what you're going through in life.
Champ. Word to my mother, she dead. She died on my birthday, December 4th, 1996. When I'm dead on E, mentally, like I wake up sometime, I guess, my testosterone might be low or something like that, and I'm in a real state of depression, and I'd be like, yo, I'm fucking so depressed. I'd be like, fucking relax. What you think Mike Tyson felt like when he was accused of rape and he was in jail? He was a great champion. Now he away from his bread. Not to cut you off, I apologize, but I'm just letting you know that's just something that I keep in my brain as a reminder when I go like, champ, you bugging. Relax. You depressed, but it could be worse, champ. You could have been Mike at this point. And if I had the bread you had, I might have tried cocaine. I might have tried something else. My mother died from that shit. You know what I'm saying?
My sister died from that.
You feel me?
Listen, that's who I... Nigga. You know who I... You have any idea who I am?
I'm baby you. Nigga, I'm baby you, champ. No, I'm baby you.
No, listen. My mother and father are sex workers. Do you know what a sex worker is?
I know, champ.
Yeah, my mother and father are sex workers. My aunts and uncles are sex workers. Can you imagine being the kids of sex workers? We're never protected. And the people they leave us to protect us are perverts. And my mother and father are kind of perverse too. You know, it's just who we are. You know,
chill out, bro. What's wrong with you?
This
Chill
is
out,
beautiful.
Bro.
No, nigga.
Chill out, bro.
No, you came on my show, nigga.
Chill
This
out,
what
bro.
we do,
What the
nigga.
fuck? Chill out.
Oh, that hurts you, huh?
I love you, but you're taking it there.
No, you see yourself, huh?
Chill out, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Relax.
But I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about you.
You talking about us. You talking about us. You
listen,
talking about a lot of young black, brown, white kids around the world, yellow, suffering, champ. And that's what Let's Go Champ is about. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a difference because, yo, just like me and you, champ, there's millions of others, bro. And they ain't Mike Tyson. They ain't Riddick Bowe. They ain't Shannon Briggs. They need a way out, champ. We're going to do it. We're going to make the Brownsville Boxing Academy. Nuke already looking at the Payless on Pickens Avenue. I'm talking to your brother-in-law, Hazeem. He's a great brother. Craig Boogie. We're going to make this shit happen, champ, because it ain't about us. It's about the women and children that need a way out of the veil, bro. They need a way out the veil, bro. They need a way out, bro.
You know, I'm so happy you're here. It's interesting that somebody thinks that I'm something special, and I feel I have a different opinion about myself. I'm not gonna go there on the show, but it's weird, that somebody from Brownsville thinks that I'm something, and me being from Brownsville makes me feel the way that I do. Isn't that strange?
Yo,
I don't feel like what they
say. Y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'. Let's go, champ. Never Ran, Never Will. The movie is coming soon, okay? Never Ran, Never Will. It's a story. It's a story. It's about saving lives at this point, man. Your story. You feel me?
Listen,
you here with the great, man. Who would have ever thought?
This is what I realized.
Look at you, champ. Look at you, champ.
I know.
We should have ran sometimes. Yeah. We would have still been here. We would have existed. We should have ran sometimes. We have too much pride. There's too much pride.
And if you fuck with that pride, we're going to make it a point to make you an example, to show you that I suffer with that. You know what I'm saying? I was put into a position where a dude violated me, and I had to live with that as far as not physical violation, but on some street shit, like stupid shit. Disrespect, pardon me.
And everybody was there, and
right. And I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? What do I do in this position? I know what I'm supposed to do as a father, as a man. Relax, chill out, let that shit go. But the Brownsville in me won't let it. It's like, yo, when I see this motherfucker, I'm gonna knock all his teeth out. But then I say, Shannon, you're a fool. You're loved around the world. People admire you for inspiring them. But I tell them, look, I'm real. I don't have any endorsements. I don't get those. You know what I'm saying? I endorse my own stuff. Let's go, champ. And it's real. You know why? Because I'm honest. And that ain't for everybody to see. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, by the way. You feel me? Yeah. But I say that to say, I'm not the type of person that, you know what I mean? I'm a real dude where you going to get what you get. You know what I mean? With me. You feel me? But I'm at a point in my life, I got to show difference.
What is real?
I'm as real, meaning you see this if the cameras is on. You're going to see me. That's why I was like, chill, champ, because you're going to see, I wear my heart on my sleeve. You feel me? And when you see me in the street, hey, champ, what's up? Hey, Shannon, what's up? I take pictures of everybody. I hug everybody. I'm a good guy. But if you violate me and if you press me or you put something against me that make me show that I got to be different, I'm a teddy bear, but I'm still a bear. You feel me? And then I got to show another side. And why? Because my roots is Brownsville. And when you said you could get fucked, I understand. Because that was a fear of mine growing up. You feel me? In Brownsville. That was a fear of mine. Getting raped. Shit like that. You feel me? So when you grow up like that and you have to get your sneakers took and you gotta fight and you gotta worry about your mother, my mom's was on crack. You feel me? My friends selling my mother crack. This is the shit I lived with, you feel me? And then you see your mom's begging in front of McDonald's for money. You see your mother prostituting on Coney Island Avenue. These are the things that I experienced. So when you say that, I'm like, chill, champ. But I feel you. This is what the people need. This is what y'all want. You got it, champ. This is what y'all need to hear. So if you out there going through that, you understand? The great Mike Tyson went through it. Shannon Briggs and many others went through it. Pain. Don't give the fuck up, champ. Keep going.
I'm not giving up.
That's what it's about, champ. Keep going. And that's why I was saying, ain't no fucking pity party for us. Look at us, y'all. We here chilling. In California, on a podcast, look at you. You clean as hell. I never seen shoes like that. Put the gators up. Let the people see how you living. You living good. You clean. You living fly. You got your own weed brand. Nobody's doing better than you, champ.
But deep inside, when no one else can see, I'm a savage.
Me too, brother. Because guys like me and Mike, who have took punches to the head, had a rough life, they need to be reminded, not of the Brownsville shit, of the good shit you got, because we don't appreciate shit. Beautiful wife, beautiful life, beautiful house. We won't appreciate, it's not good enough for us.
No, but listen, you keep talking, listen, you want to show, he keeps talking, we are hitting that very few, listen.
You think that shit don't make a difference, champ?
No, nigga, we ain't get hit enough, man. You see those people that die and were crazy, it's not meant for us to be crazy or nothing, man. It's just not meant to be.
You don't think all those punches you did sparring for all those years, you don't think it had an effect on your chemistry, your brain chemistry?
Listen, brother, I think it made me better.
Smarter?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
You really crazy.
No, that's real talk. Yeah, I think I was better from fighting.
You saying it shifted you to the other side? Like it shifted your shit?
Being a fighter, being a fighter made me want to know everything about fighting.
Facts.
The theory about fighting. Some of the greatest, let me put it this way. Some people have the reputation of being great fighters, but which they're not, but they have great fighting theory. Their theory was magnificent on fighting.
Teddy used to take me to Ray Arcel house.
Yeah, I remember Arcel.
He used to take me to Ray Arcel house. Teddy he used to give me the knowledge. Teddy Alice used to take me to Ray Arcel house in '92 before he died. And we used to watch tapes because he wanted me to learn the history like Mike did. He said Mike was a student. Teddy loved you. He loved using you as a,
And I love Teddy.
Yeah, me too.
I've never tried no shit like fucking kicking his ass or hitting him because he taught me this is how he taught me. Yeah.
Facts.
Imagine what he has to do when he sees me doing all these fights.
Facts. Yeah.
He said, wow, this is my fucking work right here.
Yep. And then he had me afterwards, afterward. I'm from Brownsville. But he beat the shit out of me about it.
Yeah.
Because you had, your situation, you're going to do like Mike. And I'm like, nah, I'm my own person. I'm this, But he was an unbelievable teacher and father figure to me. And that's why when we split, my shit went crazy. But I was more hurt, too, because I trusted him so much and I loved him. And we split. And, it was, I guess, better for him business-wise and everything moving forward. But I was more hurt. Because I ain't have nobody. My mom's died. You know what I'm saying? I was fucked up. I needed somebody in my life and I went off the deep end.
Why'd you guys split?
I lost to Darryl Wilson. I got knocked out.
Yeah, discouraged. Listen, this is so interesting. Being with Customato, right?
But I came back on my own. No trainer and beat George Foreman. Let's go, champ.
Being with Custom, I don't know what he always talked to me about. It's not getting discouraged. I used to read about all the great fighters, Henry Armstrong and these guys. These guys are monsters. Benny Leonard, monsters. These guys got knocked out in their first fight or their second fight. They got knocked out 3 or 4 times. And then somebody, some chap, they kept winning some fights, you know, some club fights, but they were winning fights, right? And then some champion saw an easy payday he can get and, you know, beat somebody, and they knocked the champion out. And then they're undefeated for 8 years, 9 years. No one can beat them.
That lighter?
Yeah, spark that up. This is my man shit, by the way. OG Louis.
Yeah, I've had these. These are really good.
He a G for a good dude.
This is what I want you to hear, Shannon.
Shoot, champ.
You know, these guys, a guy like Henry Armstrong, Benny, they've been knocked out their first fight or their second fight. They've been knocked out quite a few times. And then they start winning a couple of fights with some easy fights. And then the champ say, hey, that's an easy defense right here. Let me fight. And then they knock the champ out, right? Yeah. And then know what happens? They're undefeated for 9 to 10 years.
Everybody talking about Wilder. Speaking of Wilder,
belief is nothing more power than belief.
They saying Wilder the hardest hit in history. What you think of that?
I don't know. Probably he is. He never hit me. I don't know. He could be the hardest, but I never felt this power. But listen, being the hardest puncher doesn't mean that I want to be the best fighter. You know how many people out there hit harder than me, hit harder than Foreman, but they're not champion. They're not champion.
That's interesting.
They hit harder than us. They look better than us. They got more money than us, but they're not champion.
Never ran, never won.
Yeah.
Look at them.
That's interesting.
And know what I understand about success? This is how I've learned about success. You have to, I just won't, my happiness depends on this. My life depends on this. My existence depends on this. I have to be champ of the world. The people have to love me. I have to fulfill my dream of being a great fighter.
That's what we got. We fought our way out of the hood, champ. So many of us die in jail in the streets right now. Been doing it since the, you know, Brownsville's always been a ghetto. Jewish ghetto, Italian ghetto.
I was telling somebody that yesterday. I said even when the white people were there, it was vicious and mad. The Jewish people had to deal with the fucking Murder Incorporated.
Murder Inc. That's where they used to go get the killers from Brownsville. So you know what I mean? It's like it's haunted.
Murder Incorporated.
It's haunted with fucking fighting.
And listen, no, listen. Before it was just a dump. Brownsville's a dump. Yep. Where all the city books all their dump at. That's how it originated. Then this guy, this Jewish gentleman by the name of Brown, bought it, and he didn't do nothing with it, but then it just became Brownsville after he died.
That's the history?
Yeah. Wow, it was a dump. Brownsville started as a dump. Nobody, listen, 10% of the people graduate from high school?
We didn't even have a high school.
You know, 10% of the people, 10% of them, if that, graduate from high school, don't go to college.
But it's a beautiful place. You got to see it, champ. You got to see it. It's luxurious, beautiful place.
Now it is. Now it is.
Even then, if you're from Brownsville, it's home. You got to see it.
Listen, I can't stop going there.
Yeah, you can't stop going.
I can't stop.
Because when I was away from it, when I used to be like summertime or any time, I had to go be away from it. When I got back home, it was like Brownsville. You feel me? It's home, champ. Shout out to Brownsville. We love y'all.
All day, Brownsville.
All fucking day. Pardon my language to all the boys and girls around the world. I apologize.
Every time I see somebody from Brownsville, because I was watching, you know the young lady Yandy from Hollywood, hip hop. You know the show, New York.
Yeah.
Loving Hip Hop. Yeah, in New York. And she had an adopted daughter she had that was from Brownsville. And when she told me she was from Brownsville, it was just, in my mind, I said, she's been through hell. Right. I was just saying that to my mama. I just saw her. She's very attractive. She's around 14. I said, she must have been through hell being from Brownsville. I have the mentality. I don't even like the fact that I think that way. Can you imagine that living with yourself that you have this mentality that you don't like? Because it's about macho. You know, imagine that.
Yeah, just chill. Just just don't fuck with us.
Yeah.
That's all I say to people.
We're pride oriented.
We're pride oriented. That's what it is. We're pride oriented people. We're pride oriented. We survivors. But that's what makes the greatest business people. Look at this man. Tyson Ranch is the #1 cannabis brand right now, talked about in the world, let alone just in America. When I'm overseas, which I'm a lot of times in England, people are like, yo, you ever heard about that Tyson Ranch? Yo, did you ever try that Tyson Ranch? I'm like, yo, that's my boy. I'm going to get you something. You feel me? You the man. Suit fly, you fly, everything going, champ.
All right, check this out. Ooh, all right, that's good too.
Everything going,
that's
champ.
Good too. But what developed this? What caused this? Why do I dress nice? No, I dress nice and stuff. No, I dress nice and look good. I want to hide my filter.
Champ, chill. No, brother. No,
okay.
No, this is what it is. You are a survivor. You did it. You gotta understand how many of, like Nuke tell me, Killer Kev tell me, they tell me, yo, champ, you did it. You survived. Nuke told me, word is bond. Nuke told me, he said, yo, Shannon, I seen Nuke in Sing Sing. I was up there boxing on a boxing trip. I was fought up in Sing Sing in like 1991. I was in Sing Sing. I seen Nuke in jail. I was like, oh shit, he from the hood. He used to come through with the big dookie ropes on. You know what I'm saying? He used to be fly. You know what I'm saying? He was a known hoodlum.
Yeah, they did some bad things.
Yeah, Wild Bunch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stink, Prospect Plaza, everybody from Saratoga Ave. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everybody up the hill, Atlantic Towers, Bergen Street, Pacific. Shout out. But the whole thing, Herkimer, let's go, champ. Motherfuckers been through a lot, champ. It's been through a lot up there, bro. I'm losing train of thought. But I was just that, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to Nuke, which was what I was saying. I was talking to Nuke, and Nuke said, Shannon, you did the real shit. He was like, yo, I was banging doing the streets, doing what I was doing, but you had more courage to go to the gym. Your shit looked weak to others, but you had, because look what you did with your life. He spent 33 years in the joint, upstate New York. He home now. He told me, he said, yo, Shannon, you going to the gym? When I seen Nuke in jail on that boxing trip, I was like, wow, that's Nuke from the hood, from the plaza. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? He up here. And anytime I was going to get in some trouble, it was in my mind. Sing Sing, that trip. It was like some scared straight shit. We got to see the whole dorm, walk around with Bob. Remember Bob Jackson from Gleason? He worked there some shit. Remember Bob?
Cuz friend.
Yeah, he was cuz friend. So he used to take the kids from New York City up there to fight the prisoners.
Yeah.
And I went up there a few times.
He's the boxed upstate New York to bring the kids with cuz to box with us.
And I used to go up there, and up there one of those times.
Bring back memories.
Yeah, facts. I'm telling you, champ. And I go up there, and I seen Nuke up there, and I was like, yo, what up, Nuke? And he was like, what up? I was like, yo, I'm from Towers. And he was like, oh, yo, what up, shorty? I said, my cousin Stink from the plaza. He was like, oh, what up, Ray? She owned my Aunt Ray used to own the fish fry.
I know your cousin Stink and stuff.
Yeah, you know Stink. Shout out, he love you, champ. He love you. He told me to say you hello. Matt, everybody told me to say you hello. So let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Nobody be mad at me.
Yeah.
So listen, right? So those guys, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead,
those
champ.
guys in Atlantic Towers and stuff, those are the guys that told me, well, this is just where it started at right there in my life.
Yeah.
2178, Atlantic
Towers was the shit.
Yeah.
It was live at 5.
See, you wasn't around, but they used to have a Royal Farms there too.
I used to pack bags
I used to
pack bags there. Let's go, champ. I used to pack bags there in the 70s and 80s.
Listen,
come on, champ. I used to pack bags.
Listen, I'm really.
They caught me stealing. They put me in the freezer. So get his money, put me in the freezer. I was like, chill, let me go. That's what they caught me. I was like,
I was such a bad kid. I used to always pickpocket the ladies and stuff.
Let's go,
man, I was just a bad kid.
Yo, it was wow. It was I used to pack bags of consumers. Then first it was Royal Farms.
Did you know both gags and them?
Nah.
Oh, listen, man.
I used to sell watermelons at the watermelon truck for Jules. Remember Jules used to be out selling watermelons? I used to work for Jules for years. I used to sell watermelons. Then they put me over there by the graveyard, over there by Highland Park and shit by myself.
I used to
have a knife and shit by myself, a little kid.
I used to always have the guys that came from down south and they had the vegetables and all that.
That was Jules. That was my pops and Jules and them. I used to sell the watermelons, the sausage. That was me, champ. Look at me.
I'm looking at you, nigga.
Chill.
At you, nigga.
Chill. You got me bugging. I love you, man. You're the fucking best ever, my boy. Ever. So happy to see you, champ.
Hey, check this out, right? What would you be like if you was just yourself?
I'm me, champ. This is you know, they say Bob Marley say, we show you who your true self is. And you know, I've been smoking since I got here. You feel me? And this is a plan to save my life because it's it let me be me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it helps me with the depression. You know, it helps me with the aches and pains. I'm suffering from major aches and pains, champ. I had an asthma attack in 8 years. I'm not making no claims. I don't want to be sued. I'm not telling no kids to smoke cannabis. It should be. I was medically prescribed cannabis. Medically, because I was suffering from depression.
I was too. And cannabis was good for all that stuff.
Yeah. I was medically prescribed because I was at the end. And it was like, I tried it on my own and was like, maybe I'm bugging. I went to the doctor and it was like, listen, that's the only thing working for you, brother. Yeah. Take one every hour on an hour for the rest of your life. Let's go, champ.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Nah,
well, I think you guys, there's nobody better than you guys to do something great and give back to Brownsville.
Wouldn't that be incredible?
It'd be unbelievable. You know?
Doing it. Sky Hirsch. Shout out to Sky Hirsch. He put it together.
Because you guys, I mean, you guys raise up the whole community.
Listen, Jocko's a legend. Jocko's bigger than we could ever be. You know? He is so, he was just a man. He was just somebody I looked up to, too, Jocko. And he had all those people. He had Darryl Duncan, he had all those big-time basketball players coming to the hood. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all those guys.
Yeah. You know Thelma from Good Times from Brownsville,
yes, I do know that.
Yeah.
And know who else?
Who?
The other lady, too, Malona. Well, she's from Brownsville, too.
Really?
Yeah, Stephanie Mills. Yes.
She went to my grandmother's church, Cornerstone Baptist Church.
You know, we're so proud of them. You know what I mean? They, you know, they're different. They're very dignified. They made it with their dignity and
Sean Price.
sophistication.
Sean Price.
You know what I mean?
Rest in peace, Sean Price.
We made it with our ferocity and no education and stuff like that, you know?
Wow. Shannon, what else you got rolling these days, bro?
Look, Shannon got us into the boxing business, got us promoting fights. That's why he's a hit and miss guy, so that's why I brought him, because you never know. He runs into money every now and then.
Oh, shit. Let's go, Shannon.
Hell yeah,
He runs into money. He runs into these rich guys with billions to give away, and he calls me. That's why I love him so much.
Mike's my boy. I always give Mike a call, let him know what I'm doing. But I'm just hustling, you know, and I use that word. But my hustling is, you know, a proper way. I don't do anything illegal. I don't believe in no crime. I ain't going to nobody's prison if I can help it.
Now, nobody from Brownsville, if they want to straighten their life, they know not to go that route.
You
know what I mean? They know their whole life has been crime. My whole life has been crime. And if you wasn't a criminal, I hated your guts.
I ain't doing no crime, champ. Champ ain't with that, you know, because I'm too smart to be in someone's prison, you feel me? And with that being said, I'm just, you know, I'm out here making deals. I was fortunate to have a great mentor in my life in Sky Hirsch. He's done a lot for me.
Yeah, he did know, because white people like you.
And I love white people. I love everybody, though, champ. You know me.
You know that, right? You know, because I'm the kind of nigga, they don't like my friend.
No,
they
fuck that.
When I was crazy, though, man, I used to be fucking nuts.
White people love you then, dude.
No, I was too fucking crazy, nigga.
Come on.
I love everybody. That's one thing about the champ, you know.
Crazy.
I'm colorblind. Like, people be like, yo, I'm Mexican. I'm like, me too. You know what I mean? So, you know, I travel a lot. I've been fortunate. And that's why I give thanks to him so much, too, because he was a part of my puzzle to get my life to where it is, traveling the world, meeting so many people. I went, as a kid, I traveled to Poland. I traveled to Russia. I traveled to Ireland. I went to these different countries where I was just in Browns. I was just in the Towers. I was just on Pickett Avenue. I was just sleeping on the D train. You feel me? I was just in Wingate Park, you know? And now here I am in Poland, Ireland, and I got out the hood, and it gave me inspiration, you feel me? And I was able to do a little something with my life, you know what I mean? And here I am today. I started this brand, Let's Go Champ. The website's up, ShannonBriggs.com, and I'm hustling, man. Like I said earlier, my goal is to put something away for my family. And once I do that, you know, my son Chan, you know, and my daughter Mumu, my son Kaden, once I got them straight, then it's whatever, you know, I might be able to like say, fuck it, fall off a cliff. Nah, I'm never gonna fall off a cliff. I'm always going, you know what?
Fuck it and chill.
Nah, you know what it is? I'm gonna keep it real with you, champ, and this is what Mike has to understand. I know he will, relate. Let's Go Champ, this whole turning point in my life with this mantra, slogan, movement, gave me purpose. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because every day when I look in my inbox and I see a kid, a mother, a father, a daughter saying, Champ, thank you for inspiration.
Yeah.
I was suicidal and I heard your story, and you know, it's just
That's it.
It's it, Champ. You feel me? When I meet brothers like, you know, I was walking down the street, I met a brother named Jimmy Jam, you know what I mean? It's from the Originals, and we kicked it. I liked his vibe, but that's what Let's Go Champ did.
Yeah.
That's what this viral, it going viral, being myself. And you know, he asked me who would I be. This allowed me to be this. When I took my first hit, and
That's
I
amazing,
started
man.
crying, and I cut my hair off, and I started saying, Let's Go Champ, led me to here I am, sitting with Mike Tyson and yourself. Look at you, Champ. I'm so happy to be here. This shit gonna hopefully take me to another level. You feel me?
Yeah.
Of meeting more people, inspiring more people around the world to say, you know what, Shannon ain't give up, so I ain't giving up. Mike ain't give up, I ain't giving up. You feel me? That's what it's about.
Cus was so proud that I was from Brownsville.
Yeah.
He was just said, you're to go to this fighter, because he said, they're really tough. The people in Brownsville are really tough people. They just misguided.
Well, that's why we're going to open the gym, the Brownsville Boxing Academy. We're going to break jaws everywhere around the world.
He was so proud when he had me and I was from Brownsville. And he always told me I should be proud to be from there, because look what it's done for you.
Look at us.
He's always told me, he gave me so much, and I used to always hate, but he told me, he just taught me to be proud of where I was from.
You guys are incredible, man. Both you guys are incredible dudes.
That's why I like
Incredible
white people.
spirits.
Huh?
That's why I like white people.
Yeah.
Because Teddy, you know what I'm saying? He gave me a shot. Mark gave me a shot. But more first and foremost, Mike gave me a shot, Mike Marley. And then Scott is a Jewish brother from Hollywood, Florida. But we brothers. It ain't white, it ain't about our skin. We brothers, you feel me? So that's when I'd be like, yo, you know, that race shit, I get mad when I see racism, because I got brothers that's white that love me like I'm their brother, you feel me? I got brothers that's Asian that love me, that'll kill for me. I've traveled the world, met a dude from Afghanistan. He was the doorman. He said, I can't believe I met you. I said, come on, Champ, it's all good. We started kicking it. I said, man, you could get me some trees? He said, come on, Champ, I can't believe you said that. I got you. Went to his house, brother. His whole family from Afghanistan.
Wow.
They couldn't believe it. I was in the hood in Germany, in the so-called projects in Germany, in Afghanistan. They called everybody. They was loving me. They was like, we can't believe it. So when people ask me where you from, I'm from everywhere, because I'm the champ.
Yeah, that's what Cus made me think that Cus D'Amato, right? He made me believe being the heavyweight champ was everything. He has made me, I had to do that. There's no way I was going to fail. Can you imagine that? This old Italian guy did something to me. Made me, you know?
Made you believe.
Changed your life,
But peep
brother.
game, he was born in 1908, so peep game, my life changed in 1908. Before I was even, when my grandparents probably were alive.
That's how I feel about Jimmy O.
Yeah.
Jimmy O. Farrell.
When they was born, my life had changed in 1908. Before I was 50-something years, 56, 57 years before I was born, my life was changed.
Yeah. There's so many pieces, though, champ.
No.
You met how many times we walked past, or you passed my mother, or know my mother, or she knew you, or your mother.
So
Think about that.
I was getting ready to tell you something else, but we got in a conversation. Listen, nigga, I'm talking about 10,000 years ago. Where have you? Who were you 10,000 years ago?
I think about that often.
Oh, wait, listen, let's even go.
But
here.
10,000 is a long time, because
No,
the
it's
Earth is
nothing.
millions of years old.
No, I
That's a whole nother
trillions of years old.
Facts.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Probably
reset a few times.
Probably another word more than trillions.
I think it's reset a few times. Humanity's had to start over maybe 3 or 4 times, so we don't really know. You get what I'm saying? Everything probably was
It's beyond
erased
our
and shit.
understanding, but we still, our ego wants us to know things. We
much.
want to be smart.
That's why YouTube is so fucked up.
No,
because it keeps us.
We want to be smart. We
and if
wanna
you on
know
trees,
something.
you're on that YouTube.
It
Like,
goes
You
deep.
understand what I'm saying,
Goes
though?
deep, bro.
Eben, people in life, we want to know something.
Yeah.
Well, we want to be the one to know and no one else knows. We want to be teachers. We want to be the know to have the knowledge. We want to be the watchers. You know what I mean?
I want to be with people that's smart now.
Excuse me?
I want to be with people that's with the knowledge. Like, I want to be with people like yourself. I don't want to be with people anymore. I used to, like, understand what you're saying. You're giving the knowledge, but I'm in search now to be with someone who has the knowledge or more that I can gain from, that can teach me. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of giving. You know, when you make it out the hood, let me just say this, Shannon, and you can possibly relate. When you make it out the hood, you be going back and giving back to everybody because you the one that made it. When I was doing that shit, when I was making it, I felt obligated to help my friends out the hood. You feel what I'm saying? And then when I didn't have it, shit was different. You feel what I'm saying? I couldn't, and people turned on me. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
You want to surround yourself with people you can learn from now.
yeah, I don't want to be around people that's going to take from me no more. Because I can't go to them when I need. I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm solo dolo. My life is my family. If you and a close few friends around me. If you ain't that,
I love this
you feel
guy
me?
so much because he's just such a beautiful person. He's a baby. But you're going to really learn in life that it's going to come a time in your life, you know, if God's allow you to continue to live, that giving is everything.
Say that again.
You're going to get so much power from giving. You won't be able to have enough. You want to give everything away. You get so much power in giving. And then when you give so much, then you fucking feel so bad because you gave so much.
I did that so much.
No. You feel bad because you don't got more to give.
I did that.
You
And
know
then
what I
they
mean?
laugh at you.
No, who laughs at you?
The motherfuckers, when you broke, they laugh at you. When you don't got it no more, I just experienced that, champ. When you could give, and when you ain't got to give to them no more, they talk about, you know, he ain't got no money.
No, and check this out too. This
Shoot,
is very
champ.
interesting. Know why it bothers? Because you think you're important. Your
I don't know
ego.
what that means.
It's your ego. That's why it is. You think you're somebody. You don't know that you're
I
late.
do think I'm somebody.
Nowhere, nobody. Hey, kid, listen to you. Can you imagine how big my ego is?
I can imagine, but I'm somebody only to help my family now. My focus is on I'm celestial champion all day, every day. I give everything I got to the homeless, to people, because I've been there. So, but I gotta stop being so selfless with others and focus on the people, the core people that's around. You feel me?
This is what I do. I take care of my wife. She does her money, but the rest goes to the world.
I ain't doing that shit no more.
I hear you.
I can't do it, bro.
I hear you.
Because when I ain't got to give to them, guess what? They laugh at you, brother. See, I got evicted from the towers. And when I got evicted, people laugh. And when you homeless, people laugh at you. My mother was a working woman. She was a nurse, and then we lost it all. She got on drugs, heroin, later crack, you know what I mean? So people laugh. People turn on you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, I have that whole, people will turn on you. And it's always happened.
Check this out, right? You still want to be somebody, though, right?
I don't know what that means.
No, you want people to look up to you.
Nah, I just want to make it for my fam, champ.
Really? That's what you want?
That's it, champ. That's it, champ.
That's all you want?
That's
Do
it.
you want your family to look up to you and think, well, that is great?
You know, I was born, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm born December 4th.
They're tough.
Yeah, tough. You know what I mean? I was born December 4th. But the people in my family, we don't live long.
And
Sagittarius don't live long.
That's not true, but
It's
listen.
facts. No, look at the history. And we don't live long. And then my family people don't live long. I'm 48. I probably got another 5, 6 years.
Know why he doesn't live
No,
long, Evan?
fuck, man.
Because he says he doesn't go.
Let's go, champ. Thank you, Mike. But I say that to say the people in my family, the men usually don't live that
Whatever
long.
you believe,
We live hard.
It's the truth.
We
Good
live
or bad,
hard.
right? Whatever you
changing
believe is
that.
the truth.
Right, I'm changing that, but I lived a hard life, young life too. I lived hard, you feel me? I've been suffering from depression since I was 13 years old, if not before that. You feel what I'm saying? I got shit in my side, sadness, you know, seeing your mom die, drugs, my dad die in prison. Ain't no pity party, I told y'all.
Yeah, of
it ain't
course.
no fucking pity
Of course.
party.
But you
At
have
the
to
same time,
acknowledge it.
I got scars.
Yeah.
And like you said, when you're trying to fill up them holes and shit, it's not gonna happen, brother.
Yeah.
With sex, with drinking, and whatever. So I can't go that route. I got fat as a fucking pig. You should have seen me. I couldn't even see my fucking joint. I was looking crazy. You feel me? I was so fat.
Listen,
Yeah.
game,
You know what I mean?
I'm
But
talking
then-
about
I
me.
feel you.
I always, like, I do what you do. I always want people to feel sorry for me, but I know I'm a fat nigga, 400 pounds, but I know I'm going to lose this weight. You know what I mean? I know I'm going to lose this because I watched the Roberto Duran, I watched Muhammad Ali do it.
Right.
I'm a savage. I look up to people. My life is nothing. I don't love myself. I love the people. I saw Ali. I saw Duran. I fucking fell in love. with
Sex
fighting.
addicts.
Listen, I was
Sex
12. I
addicts.
was 12 years old. No,
Sex
sex is not sex we're looking for. We're looking for love. It's sex and love addicts.
We equate sex with love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We equate
Yeah.
sex with love.
Oh, we are
My
such.
wife tells me that all
No,
the time.
listen.
Yeah.
We're big losers in the end. Whoa, we're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna lose. What a
Oh,
life.
this shit don't go.
Can't go looking for
I
love
hope y'all
and
don't hear
sex.
this joint.
What a life. No, listen. You
Chill.
fell in love with your dick, huh? Yeah, I fell in love with my dick. My dick was my conscience.
For a time.
I'm always conscious about now that I'm living what I believe is the proper life. I'm always conscious of my actions with women.
What do you do?
It's, I know what not to do. That's just
You do
what
the contrary thing.
It's my experience in life. I'm 53 years old. I did that before. I was at this situation before where I could say, "Hey, I'm going this way," but I went that way. I know it's gonna happen. I never tried doing this way before, so I'm trying this way now. I know it's gonna happen the other day. I might fall in love with this woman and say, "Fuck my family." Can you imagine that? I'm so dick conscious. My dick tells me I'm in love. This is great pussy. Don't leave this pussy. Not my mind, not my heart. My dick tells me that. And I listen to a fucking idiot without a brain.
Sheesh.
He just wants pleasure. He don't even want pleasure. He don't care if he catches a disease or anything. It has to be done. It has to be done. I have to get that nut. I don't care if I'm catching AIDS. I don't care what it is. I have to have that nut.
Savage.
Yeah.
Savage.
I think a lot of guys
That is
feel that,
fucking
man.
craziest. Let's go, champ.
No, that's just what it is. That's
Yeah.
who I am. Listen,
Ah!
that's who my mother and father was.
Ah!
That's who their mother and father was.
Yeah! Ah! This fucking show.
Yeah.
Best ever. Huh?
Well, Shannon, before we wrap this thing up, man, is there anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, do you want people to know about your
Yeah,
Let's Go
fuck yeah.
Champ organization?
Let's go, champ!
Let's go, champ. It's for the people. You feel me? Pick yourself up if you need to. Watch the show.
That's what you got to
Find
do.
somebody, to, what I'm saying, to look up to and to, you know what I mean?
Hey, but just
Patting yourself
But
and trying
be
to make
honest, just be honest. Just tell the world how afraid you are.
Yeah, I'm afraid, world. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid to leave my family in despair and to have to be women or men who have to compromise themselves and them just not to have, because I have not have. I've went hungry, I went cold at night, and I don't want to leave my kids like that. And that's all. And I partied a lot and did all my thing, bought cars, did all that balling shit, and then you look back as most athletes do and be like, damn, I
Yeah.
fucked up that bread.
Yeah.
I wish I had that now. So now, what I do, I'm working hard, champ. I'm hustling hard, like Mike said. I'll call Mike up, like, Mike, listen, I got this deal for you. Yo, come in town. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's what I do. I'm moving and shaking, champ. I'm doing everything positive. I'm saying, let's go, champ. I'm in fear, champ. You're right, brother. I'm in fear to leave my family behind for what I see on this earth, to leave them in despair financially. Now, money can come and go, you feel me? But I just don't want to leave my family hungry.
Now listen, I'm always afraid. I don't even know what I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid about my wife. My wife is very savvy. She can take care of the kids. She can do whatever. I just know from my experience with women and my mother and her crew and stuff, they were, we are germs and we're gonna survive. I always think about that. What are we as people? Who are we? What are we? And I try to think, and then the only thing I come to is that we're fucking germs. Some people we go next to, I'm not talking about black or I'm just talking about human beings. Yes, look, we got these sick motherfuckers in China. They're us. Just because they Chinese, this is the way. These Chinese sick motherfuckers. No, that's you, nigga. We're them. We're everybody. That's who we are. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta like enjoy life as you can get it and just know, champ, that
No,
you're
no.
here.
No, listen.
And love
We don't-
every
we
second.
don't
Look
know
what happened to
nothing.
Kobe. Look what happened to Kobe. He was here and then he's gone. So every day you gotta love your life in that you got breath, you alive, you fly, you got food to eat. Fuck fly. Fuck all that bullshit. Fuck material shit. That's bullshit. That's nothing. You feel me? You can have all that shit and be miserable. You feel me?
I was one of those guys.
Right. That was me too, because I was chasing, like you said, the next high, a girl. That was my high. Getting drunk and getting girls.
I'm from Brownsville. It comes from a lack of self-love. We don't love ourselves in Brownsville.
How could we? We had no reason
How
to.
could you see the shit?
Right.
You see your mother and your sister. My mother's an animal. You say, wow.
Yeah, how could you?
And then every woman I date has characteristics of my mother, even my wife. We can't get away from them. We can't leave them. We try to get away. Like I was talking about the brown. Where am I going?
Yeah.
Where am I gonna go? They know me without me. I could have been born 20 years before them. And they know me. They know who I am. They know what's in my heart. They know what's in my mind. They know what I've seen. Just because I'm from that neighborhood, they know what I've seen.
I guess I'm fighting to look for a new day. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just looking for a brighter day and to enjoy my kids while they're here and I'm here. My daughter, Mumu Fat, her name is Chloe. I just be trying to laugh with her, tickle her, because she's growing so fast. You know, my boy's growing up. So they growing so fast. Before that, I'd be old and washed up. Yeah. So I got to just keep laughing all day, being silly, having fun with them, and just leave them a nest egg. And you know what I mean?
That's it, man.
You said, champ. We champions, brother. We going to open up the Brownsville Boxing Academy, and we going to do the film, man. Brownsville never ran, never will. About the champions.
Right? My mother died, and my mother was educated. She had like 3... and she really thought that we weren't going to make it without her. We would never succeed. I have a brother that's a surgeon. I have my sister that died from drugs because she was smarter than everybody. Why do good people get high? Scumbags don't get addicted. You know? They have focus in life. The people who we consider bad people, they're focused. They have things to do. That's why we consider them bad, because they don't allow us to get into their world. They're too focused. You know, anybody that we're not involved with, we look at them as being bad. You know, if they don't pay us attention, if they don't notice us, we think they're fucked up people.
You're gonna be all right, brother. You're champions, champ.
Shannon,
I inspire the people around the world, that's all.
You're doing incredible work,
man. I'm chilling. Thanks to you and you guys.
Hey, thank you for coming.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank
Appreciate
you so much.
having you here.
Thank you, champ. Thank you, champ. I love you guys, for real
We
talk.
love you, man.
Let's go, champ.
ShannonBriggs.com.
Look at him, y'all.
Yeah. Your thing came out, Mike. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Well.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
All right, everybody. Well, man, what a powerful episode. The Brownsville Kings, man.
Listen, man, them Jewish guys are killing everybody.
Wow.
They're the kings.
Murder Inc.
Murder Inc. is, listen, right? I know everybody from Brown, listen, we try to hold that reputation, you know? That we're tough guys. Murder Inc. You know, ain't that some shit, these Jewish guys? Now, we gotta live that reputation up. We gotta, the black guys and the Puerto Rican and all of us now, we wanna hold that reputation up. Don't fuck with us.
It's the poverty, though, Mike. It's the poverty, too. No opportunity, poverty. Bread, you got bread, you ain't bugging out like that. You feel me? You're savage when you got no bread. You're savage when you got no bread.
Right?
Yeah, you're savage. We're gonna open up a gym.
Yeah.
Brownsville, we're gonna do it, man.
I
You know
love
what I
it.
mean?
Can't wait.
You know what I mean? We're gonna produce it with y'all, man. Mike Tyson.
Being from Brownsville.
Shit gonna be savage.
Fuck yeah.
Look at him, y'all.
Being from Brownsville.
Yeah.
Well, from two of the toughest dudes I've ever met. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Hot Boxing.
Hey, listen, right? You said that. Our toughness is not from us fighting. It's from us absorbing punishment.
Yeah.
And life. Fuck the
That's what I'm
it's on
talking
life.
about.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm talking about.
How do we make it? How do we? All my friends are dead or something. You know, the majority, say 75% of them are dead. Either, you know, from the life or some dope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Life.
Yeah.
Life, man. It's been hit hard by life.
But we still fighting.
But I love it. You
doubt.
listen,
We still fighting.
like I was saying, I love. Why am I with these people? Why am I in this fucking place? Somebody might shoot me from a long distance. I might die here. People are jealous. Why am I standing there? I got all this money. I'm here.
Oh shit! I got a shirt for you.
Because I'm one of these guys.
You're a light, Mike.
Yeah, I'm
You're
one of
light,
these
too.
fucking guys.
Let's go, champ. Bought you a
Let's
Brown-
get those
Let's
chins
go,
there.
champ. I bought you a Brownsville shirt. You heard? Look at that, champ. Huh?
Wow.
Huh?
That's dope.
Let's go, champ.
That's dope.
I feel like I'm giving my big brother a gift, like for Christmas. look, I'm like a little kid. Like I took it out the box and he looking at it. He just came home. I'm like, look,
I just think I'm from fucking Brownsville.
look. This is my big bro. I'm giving him some shit at Christmas. Champ just came home. Look, take it, champ.
Let's go. I got you, nigga.
I love you, big bro. Let's go, champ.
Let's get those
Yeah,
chins there.
there's some shit for you. Oh, but you know I had to give you the Brooklyn hoodie too. ShannonBriggs.com.
Listen, I'm got you, man.
Mike
Listen,
Tyson got
how
this.
How could we fucking sponsor you or something?
You the best. It's for you, champ.
Thank you.
Do
You're welcome,
something.
brother. Thank you, champ.
Yeah, hell yeah,
This
man.
one for you, brother. I
Thanks,
apologize.
brother.
I ain't bringing. It's kind
No,
of
it's
small,
all good.
but I'm gonna get you your size.
What
you know what I'm
is it?
saying? It's not. It's too
Oh,
small.
XL, it's perfect.
Oh, shit,
Show
you
off the
bullshit.
guns, dog.
3X, nigga. You need 3.
Let's go,
Show
champ.
off the guns,
Let's
dog.
go.
I need the lighter. Where's the lighter?
Here you go, brother. Let's
Shannon
go, champ.
keeps swiping the lighters. Fuck!
And y'all got it branded. I can't even be like, nah, I thought it was mine.
Yeah. Well, shit. Thanks, everybody, for watching this awesome episode
Listen,
of Hot
right,
Boxing.
man, I'm surprised I didn't cry in this episode. Cause I just,
You
Well,
did.
Shannon
What are you
did.
talking about?
Shannon cried.
Nah, I didn't.
cry.
I
You
ain't
had some
cried.
tears, bro.
Nah, bro, you bullshit. That
All
was
right,
him.
all right.
Nah, that was Mike. Nah, that was Mike, champ. You confused. Yeah.
All right. Mike, thank you, my brother.
no, thank you, man. I'm just grateful for the universe. I can't
Yeah.
believe that I had the life that I had.
Yeah.
I'm from the gutter. I can't believe the life that I had.
It's
The
awesome,
people
man.
fuck. I can't believe I'm from the gutter. I slept with some fucking incredible people. Fuck.
You're showing people the way, man.
Woo!
You know?
They saw my past. They saw where I came from. They were done for me. Fuck, right? Imagine
If
being
it
from
wasn't
where
no
we from.
you, it wouldn't have been no me. I was chasing him, trying to be Mike. I was trying to, you know what I'm saying, make it because of you.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't no you, it wasn't no me. I wouldn't have my wife and kids living in Florida in a beautiful home. I was homeless, champ, real talk.
Yeah.
I was living in my aunt's basement for a while. I went to relatives' house and they couldn't keep me sometime. So because of you, I got a house in Florida with a beautiful wife and family. You feel me? Because I was chasing, you was a blueprint,
Yeah.
something to look up to. And that's what I'll try to tell kids. I ain't the greatest motivated speaker. Like I told you, I ain't getting no endorsements. Just let's go, champ. But I always tell kids, champ, find somebody to look up to and model yourself after them. Patton, Kobe,
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Mike Tyson, somebody in their good attributes. Everybody, I used to read, before they had the phones and the computers and all that shit, we had to read. So I used to go to the encyclopedia and read about old fighters and different shit like that and watch tapes.
Nigga, listen.
Books.
Talking about reading, I had to go to the library. Can you imagine going to the library? Looking up, first I had to do this. I had to look and find out what library this book was. I'm reading about some Jews, and sometimes they're in Jewish libraries and they ain't letting the books go. They see my black ass. And
Oh, fuck, dude.
I had to go to the library to read about people.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? Wasn't
Wingate
no-
Library,
Yeah.
Brownsville Library. I used to go there to read about boxers. You know what I'm
All
saying?
day. I be there all fucking day till the open till it close.
I swear to God on my dead mother, I used to do the same thing because to read about boxing. Then I met people in Flatbush, and I lived in Flatbush. I lived right down the street. You lived, 1818 Newkirk. Your sister lived right across the
Jackie
street.
knew.
Jackie lived right across the street.
Listen, right?
Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? This shit could go on forever. Because
know.
I wound up moving to Flatbush.
I know.
I lived in 1818 Newkirk. His sister lived right across the street, Jackie. You feel me? I can't make this shit up. Ask Jackie. I can't make this shit out. You gotta find, I tell the kids, find somebody, latch on to them in a positive way and make a life for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Kobe, rest in peace to Kobe, it's LeBron, it's Mike Tyson, it's Wilder, it's a famous rapper in a positive way. Do shit positive or you're gonna go to jail. The prison's full and they making them every brand new day. So let's go change.
And listen, this is really interesting that he said that. And sometimes we go to prison and we become awakened. So prison is not always a bad thing. It looks bad, it appears bad, but look, Malcolm X, people go there and they become enlightened. So it's just a big school.
But it's many Malcolm X's.
Yeah.
For so many millions of black brothers incarcerated, white brothers incarcerated, Hispanic brothers incarcerated, to get one Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? We got to change that shit up.
I just think, I just think prison is a way of, people grow up in prison, I think.
Facts.
People grow up in prison.
Facts.
Because I know I was institutionalized. And then Ali came in my life. He came and visited this fucking prison, this children, and then my life changed. Can you imagine that? And so I went from Spofford, then I had to go upstate to do time, and then I go upstate, I meet Bobby Stewart. He's an ex-fighter. I'm 12 years old, 13 years. I'm 13 at the time, and he starts teaching me how to fight. And so something happens. I hit him with a jab or something, and I think his nose break, and he has the two black eyes, right? And then he's looking mad, so I'm thinking he's mad at me, and he's mad because his wife is upset and says, I can't box with you no more because my wife is mad. Something to that effect. And he said, don't worry, I'm going to take you to this gentleman, Customano, and he's going to take you to the next level. And what happened? When I first went there, I was thinking, I saw his house, and I said, I'm gonna rob these white motherfuckers. No, I'm serious. I was gonna rob these fucking stupid white motherfuckers. Gonna let some gutter kid from institutionalized nigga come in their house and take care of him and take him as a family. Fuck these stupid white motherfuckers. They getting it. And I fell in love with him. He educated me. He made me fall in love. Ooh, fuck, shit! Ooh, he made me fall in love with myself. The worst thing ever happened in my life, but the best thing too. He made me fall in love with self. This is nothing. Yeah, let's finish this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. This was over. This shit was over. Right?
Yeah, it's all good, man. Mike, shit, dude.
Full champ.
That's beautiful, man. Well, thank you guys both for sharing your knowledge with me. And
yeah,
flip the table.
I can't take it no more.
All right, y'all. ShannonBriggs.com. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Head over to hotboxingpodcast.com for all the episodes, all the latest shit. Sign up for our newsletter, et cetera, et cetera. We got merch coming. Hey, until next time, I'm Eben Britton.
I'm Mike Tyson.
And I'm the champ, Shannon the Cannon.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, man.
Super epic.
Thanks for the fucking clothes.
Yeah,
Thank you, brother.